Wild About the Zoo is presented by the Hutchinson News in partnership with the Hutchinson Zoo.
Hi, welcome to Wild About the Zoo. I'm Adam Stewart with the Hutchinson News, and with me today is Ryan VanZant, director of the Hutchinson Zoo. Just a few moments ago was the dedication of this new tortoise exhibit, the Carolyn Dooley Memorial Desert Giants exhibit. Ryan, can you tell us about these tortoises?
Well, we've got 7 sulcata tortoises here at the Hutchinson Zoo, and they range in size from about 90 pounds down to about 30 pounds. They're the 3rd largest species of tortoise in the world. The only ones bigger are the Aldabra tortoise and the Galapagos tortoise, which are both endemic to islands. This species is found in African deserts. So it's kind of interesting that they're a mainland species and they get this big. We've had these guys for a number of years, but they've been off exhibit. We've brought them out for special events and things, but now you'll be able to come out to the zoo, just like this little guy is joining us, and see our big turtles every day of the year that we're open.
What kinds of things do these tortoises eat?
These tortoises are herbivores, so they like to eat a lot of different grasses. They'll also eat fruits and vegetables. This nice green grass in their exhibit, they will keep this finely manicured.
Do you have an idea of how long sulcata tortoises can live?
These tortoises can live well over 100 years. There's been some known to almost 150 years old. I think our oldest one here is about 20 or 25 to 30, somewhere in that range. So he may have a little bit of growing left to do. There's been some known to weigh over 100 pounds. When we move them to new areas, we've got several of these guys that are males. So the males got to show who's boss. So they're trying to look big and tough, and they'll push each other around a little bit. Pretty much anytime we've moved our turtles, they'll do that for usually just a couple of hours. And then they decide who's boss, and that's that. But it's mostly a show. They push each other around, but nobody gets hurt.
Do they have any natural predators that'll manage to make their way through that tough shell?
Really no natural predators. In fact, let's just bring this guy in right here. Because of what you said, the shell and then these legs, you can see the front of his legs there are basically armored. So if anybody causes him any worry, he just tucks himself in there. He can pull his head straight back inside of his shell, and he'll actually hammer those legs shut right in front of him, so those big strong scales protect him. So there's really not much that can affect these guys.
What's the conservation status of sulcata tortoises?
Sulcata tortoises are doing okay. They've had some problems out in the wild with the pet trade initially. That's been a big problem with these guys, is that they're cute and small, about that big when people buy them, but they grow very quickly. Within just a few years, they can weigh 20 pounds, 30 pounds. They can also be quite destructive, so they do not make good pets, at least not for people who aren't really well prepared for it. Plus they live over 100 years, but they are bred in captivity now as well, so it's less of an effect on them out in the wild.